Your coworker just walked out of a meeting looking like a rock star. Everyone's impressed. But here's what you know that people in the meeting don't. Last week, that coworker left work 3 hours early every day. Yesterday afternoon, that person was riding their bike because you saw their Instagram post. Last night, out to dinner with friends because they were bragging about it before the meeting began. Meanwhile, you worked late every night and still didn't shine like they did in front of all those senior people. What's the difference? They're using AI tools you didn't even know existed. Tools already sitting inside the apps you use every day. Here's what most people don't realize. The AI advantage isn't always about adopting some new AI software. It's about unlocking features already baked into some of the programs that you're already using, like Google Workspace or Microsoft 365, and a few other tools that give you a huge bang for the buck. Today, we're explaining how to use the 5 AI work productivity apps that separate the people getting left behind from the people getting ahead. You learn exactly what each one does, the one feature most people miss, and research that proves mastering these tools isn't just about efficiency. Rather, it's about building a better career. Let's dive in. Just in case you're an AI skeptic, a 2025 study in Humanities and Social Sciences Communications tracked nearly 300 employees and found workers who adopted AI tools didn't just get faster at their jobs, they actually reshaped their roles to be more meaningful and fulfilling. They sought bigger challenges, optimized their workload, and showed significantly higher career commitment. Translation: AI adoption isn't about surviving, it's about winning. Let's go through each one of these 5 AI tools. First, Gemini and Google Workspace. If your company uses Gmail, Docs, or Drive, you already have access to Google's AI. But here's what nearly anyone is actually using: Gems. Gems are custom AI assistants that build for specific tasks. Imagine you write the same type of client proposal every week. Create a gem trained on your best proposals, the ones you won, and suddenly you're generating first drafts in 5 to 10 minutes instead of 4 hours. Here's how to do it when you have Gemini open on your computer. You load in your best proposals by looking for gems on the left-hand side of the Gemini app on your computer. Then look for Add Gems. Then look for the Knowledge section that allows you to upload past documents or any important supporting documents. On that screen, you also write the prompt you want it to do. When writing prompts, this goes for all AI tools you use. Be specific about everything. No prompt is too long if you're giving it instructions. Most don't know the superpower of Gemini exists. You do now. Next, Microsoft 365 Copilot. We've all been there. You miss a Teams meeting, and now you're desperately scrolling through the chat trying to figure out what you missed. Copilot eliminates that. It summarizes meetings you were in, pulls out action items, and even drafts your follow-up email based on what was discussed. But most people treat Copilot like a fancy autocomplete. It's good at that, but it has more power. Use it like your super assistant. Also note that Copilot has a feature like Google Gems. Microsoft calls it 2 things. Copilot Studio. This is a high-level tool used to build agents that live inside Word, Excel, and Teams. It's powerful in that it's designed to pull data from SharePoint and OneDrive as well. The other feature Microsoft has is called Copilot Agents. These are specialized versions of Copilot that can be created to handle specific business processes, like an HR agent, travel agent, to create a weekly report or similar type things. Don't ignore the power of Microsoft Copilot integration. Its biggest strength is its ability to act within your files. For example, an agent that can read a specific folder of invoices and draft a summary in Excel. Google's Gemini and Microsoft's Copilot are full-on productivity force multipliers that learn how your organization works, and you already have the power at your fingertips. The third tool? Let's talk about something nobody wants to admit. We're all terrible at keeping in touch with our network. Yet, you know your network is your net worth. Enter Trello, spelled Trevally, a relationship operating system that makes managing your personal and professional network effortless. You can create lists of people, for example, people who you use as references that you know you should be reaching out to every 3 to 6 months but forget. People you want to send Happy New Year's messages to, and people you just want to touch base with every 6 months. Trello allows you to make lists of any group of people. You can also manage processes with people. Say you're a manager who meets with your direct reports monthly or quarterly. Trello has a built-in Kanban board where you can manage the entire process. Or say you're setting up an event and have a list of potential people to attend. You can move them through the process of invite, responded yes, responded no, and who actually attended. And Trello allows you to create automations like sending emails, reminders, and alerts. The Kanban board is completely customizable to whatever stages you want to have, and it has templates if you don't want to create them yourself. One added bonus, Trello will also keep track of all of the contacts files they sent you and you sent them. And it allows you to send large files that email can't handle right through their contact card to them. As a listener of the Productivity Podcast, you can get early access by going to app.trevelli.io. That's app.trevally.io. Remember, your network really is your net worth, but only if you actually maintain it. Fourth app, Zoom AI Companion. We've all been in that meeting where someone says, I'll send you a recap, and then crickets. Zoom's AI Companion makes sure that never happens. It generates meeting summaries automatically, creates action items as people talk, and drafts follow-up emails based on the discussion. The crazy part? It's free for Zoom paid users. Most people just click join meeting and never explore it. Don't be most people, because the features on Zoom are like having 3 EAs working for you. The fifth app that makes the list, Notion AI. Notion evolved from a note-taking app into an all-in-one AI-powered workspace. The game changer here isn't that it writes for you, it's the AI connectors. Notion AI pulls information from Slack, Google Drive, and all of your other tools, and then answers questions about all of it in one place. For example, what did the marketing team decide about Q1 campaign budgets? Notion AI tells you instantly, even if that conversation happened in 3 different places. It's like having a second brain that remembers everything. While Google Gemini and Microsoft Copilot are getting better at connecting non-platform native applications, Notion has the lead. So if your team is using many different programs, Notion and their blocks are worth exploring. Here's the bottom line. The gap between knowing these tools and actually using them is the gap between getting ahead and getting left behind. The people getting promoted and getting off work on time aren't necessarily working harder. They're leveraging AI to work smarter. So here's your move. Pick one of these 5 apps, not all 5, just one. Then do one thing with it this coming week. Create one gem in Gemini. Ask Copilot to summarize one meeting. Set up one contact reminder in Trello. Use Zoom AI for one call. Ask Notion AI one question. That's it. One action. Because the future doesn't belong to people who know about AI. It belongs to people who actually use it. Your move.